boards. And what they are is they're boards of all sorts of ideas on different projects. So we've got things in every subject that you can think of, which is really fun. And you can take a look at what we think is the best of what we've found out of millions of projects. So it's just a nice way, instead of you just kind of jumping in to these big plethora of projects, it really hones it down. You can go on our board and you can check out what we think is the best and go from there.
I love this blue one. Oh my God.
Yes, the different colors.
Cool one. I was really impressed with the tie-dye with Sharpies. I know we're not doing that tonight, but I thought that was so clever and interesting.
Yeah. This is super cool.
Yeah.
I know the kiddos will try that later.
Yeah.
But
I know, Ryan, you wanted to do this.
Yeah, I do have to make an effort to make sure that all of the links are quality and that they really go to something and that they're valuable information to have. So please check
Well,
it
there's nothing more frustrating than going on to, you know, Pinterest, which we all love, but then you click on something super cool and there's no link, or it goes to somewhere random. It's like, what in the world?
Yeah. No, you got to be very careful sometimes. So yes, it is trusted that our Pinterest boards are going to get you to the actual project. So I want to start off by saying, you can see on here that some of us are doing the reverse tie-dye, and I already explained some of that with you with the shirt that I explained. But other of us, Cari is going to be doing a natural tie-dye. So she is going to be using two food products. She's going to be using turmeric and beet juice, and that's going to give her some more of a natural color if you're not wanting to go with the traditional dyes or the bleach. And then Ryan is going to be doing a bleach project, but different from my bleach project. And then Taylor is going to be doing one with black dye. So you can kind of see there, that's with using the black. So I'm really excited to get started. So let's go on and do this.
All right, I'm going to stop sharing.
Okay.
All right.
I'm super, super excited to see Cari's, because Cari is our resident hippie girl, all natural.
Yeah, she really is.
For her to be doing the all natural dyes that I've only ever seen.
Hippie dye?
Really cool.
Yes. I mean, I was very surprised to think that you can actually do with beet juice. Like that's incredibly smart. That's a beautiful color.
I do remember when we were in LA at, I believe it was Renegade, there was one of the coolest makers there, and she actually did all of her children's clothing. That was like her line, was all children's clothing, but she would dye everything out of like, you know, other like food materials, all natural things. And the colors that she would come up with were so cool. I was like, I think I was in her booth for like way too long. She probably thought I was a weirdo, but I was just like hovering and like touching everything. So I was like, how do you get this color from like avocado peels or beet juice or whatever it was? It was so cool.
Yeah, and we did Easter eggs once that way with a bunch of different things, that beet juice and all kinds of stuff. Beet juice works the best, by the way, when you do Easter eggs.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll get started with mine. And like I said before, we're doing the, I'm doing the reverse tie-dye. So the first step in tie-dye is your wrapping technique. So there's all sorts of different projects that you can do with tie-dye, which is really neat, as far as what you want it to look like. So there's ones that have like starburst stars. There's ones where you can do a swirl. You could do stripes, bullseyes, roses.
I saw some cool block patterns. Like, I'm not that advanced yet.
When I did, so I did a reverse one. I think it was a couple weeks ago, and me and a friend, and actually, well, I think my sister was supposed to, but we ended up doing her for her. Anyways, we took our shirts and we took just bottles full of bleach, but we did like a spray technique. And it was super cool. It looked like a kind of like a splatter, like it was an accident.
Yeah, it's like a starburst. That is really
Another
cool.
really cool thing I've seen is they do like kind of a block, a square with splatters out from under it around, and then around, but then they put like a cool saying. So like this shirt that I did an example of, like these words were already on the shirt, and then I just reverse bleached it. But I've seen the whole intent was to make this part white, put something on it, and then let it the rest of it go, which is I think super interesting and Clever.
Yeah, there's so many possibilities.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so with mine, I'm going to be doing a little rosette, so almost like little swirls, little bunches all over the overall. So I'm going to bring my screen down here and show you. So what you're going to do is you're going to, for the wrapping, you're going to grab a piece, you're almost going to bunch a little piece of the fabric, and you're going to very tightly just twist, almost to where you see a little rosette. And I know it's a little hard because it's black, but I'll bring it a little closer. So you see the little rosette there. And then what you're going to do is you're going to grab a rubber band. So I guess for this project, you're going to need your material, you're going to need rubber bands, and you're going to need a die. And then you're going to need some sort of safe surface, whether it be a bowl, or I have down just a trash bag because I've got such a bigger project here on my table, and I'm not going to get too crazy with the die, hopefully. And you're just going to very tightly wrap that little rosette, and that's it. That's just so neat. And the point of this is that I'm going to do a bunch of these all over the overalls. So I'm going to start with that. I'm going to let Ryan show you her pattern. And then when you come back to me here in just a couple minutes, I'll start to apply the bleach. And I put my bleach in a little squirt bottle here. So I'm just going to, when it's ready, I'm just going to go ahead and squirt that right on, and we're going to watch the effect take place. So I'm going to keep going here on screen, and Ryan's going to show you how to do her project.
Okay, so I'm going to put my screen down. I'm actually doing 2 different ones because my super cute daughter, Ava, asked me to tie a dye for So let me just tighten this back up. So what I'm going to do first is this. I'm actually going to do a purple shirt. So if you can see it, I have a little bucket to put it in later. And put some gloves on because I don't want the bleach on my hands.
That's an important part of this is gloves.
Yeah.
And gloves, which I do not have. So I'm going.
The other part, I don't. I have a separate set of gloves. So for me, I want the whole thing to be kind of a giant rosette like Abby is doing.
Yeah.
I really like that starburst effect that it gives. And I'm going to do something a little different for the colored one. But for me, I just kind of put this down in the middle, and then I grab the center here, and I twist, twist. And for this one, I don't even use any rubber bands. I just twist. But Abby, yours is different because you're putting lots of little ones. I'm making this whole one into it. So I want to see a definition in the creases. And so then I'm going to take this, I'm going to kind of flatten it down, pop it into my bucket here, and to make sure it's flat again, do one more twist and twist, twist, twist. And maybe I'm being a little particular. You don't have to be so particular. I got my bleach here, and I'm just going along top. I'm just spraying it along wherever it happens to go. I did not wet it. I know some things tell you to wet it. I think for the natural dyes, it's better if you wet them.
Mine's wet.
But I want it to like take the time to set in, and I only want it on the tips of the fabric. So that's what I'm doing here. So there it goes. And this is the exact same thing that I did with the shirt that I showed you before, the one that said "Pardon my French." But I've never done like a colored shirt like this. So I'm really excited to see how it goes.
I think it's gonna turn out really cool.
I know.
Yeah. Okay, so that's my plain one.
Tie-dye.
Yeah. So now I'm gonna do this one, and I'm gonna do a foldy technique. I'm gonna go like this, and I'm just gonna fold it like an accordion.
Huh.
You see that okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I have a bunch of rubber bands here. I'm gonna put them like this. Just put them all along however you feel like spacing them out. Yeah.
You guys,
my daughter.
My technique, you guys are gonna laugh at me. Okay.
No laughing.
You guys know I'm like, for whatever reason,
I've just done this so many times.
so when it comes to these live videos, for whatever reason, I turned it into a watch Taylor do something for the first time. So we're just gonna, we're gonna just go with it.
Okay. So I'm actually, since Ava is right here, Ava, what colors do you want where? Come direct me a little here. Hi, everybody. I was thinking maybe like a purple. And if you're wondering, yes, since we're all nurses, I happen to have like an old school trucks pad here down to catch the all right, so we're gonna go with pink here up the top. Just do a little. I thought that was red. Oh, I'm not really sure. I thought it was like it turns into a pink. Yeah. Just gonna like spread that out a little. And then what? Purple next.
Oh, that's gonna be super cool looking.
Yeah, I like that, kind of
blend a little. So a couple weeks ago, we even took a one solid color and we started at the bottom. And I did pin one, and I took like a sponge brush and brushed it up from the bottom.
Huh.
And what color next?
Abby's getting there.
Oh, okay. So then we just brushed it.
Oh my gosh, 2 on the bums. Yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Gotta have a couple bullseyes there.
Yeah, so that brush technique kind of did this whole ombre from the bottom thing. It was really cool.
That is really cool.
We'll show it at the end. So, all right. Well, that's what I got going on here. I don't know if you want to move to the next one, Taylor.
Taylor.
All right. This is gonna be, you guys. This is just okay. So let me take off my background here because we all know the secret. I know. I've had so many people ask me, they're like, is that your real craft room? I'm like, absolutely.
It will be.
Yeah. Okay. Oops.
Oh my goodness, that one in the pocket is hilarious. It's going to be so awesome.
I love that.
That is amazing. Okay, so I have just like a jersey colored, like a heather, well, not like a heather gray, I guess. And then I have this gigantic bag of rubber bands, and I have black dye. So I am not going to do any sort of pattern. I'm just going to kind of just start doing stuff.
Yeah.
So
go for it.
I sometimes do rosettes. I sometimes just will take it and do this action here. And I just like tie it super tight. And
what is
sometimes
the
I'll do like a
purpose
little
of tying it really tight, Taylor?
I feel like when I do it tighter, it doesn't let the dye soak into those spots where the rubber band is, and you see more of the original color of the. So that's why. But I'm just gonna kind of go all over the place. So I'm just doing like kind of bunches, I guess, and then even like when I get a big bunch like this. Sometimes I'll go at the very top again and do it again. So it's kind of like Abby's technique, kind of, but not really.
Yeah.
You know, just kind of like.
I think that we're really cool with like a bunch technique.
Yeah. And that's how I've kind of always done them. I've done these in the past, and I just kind of do all these like, they just look like little, I don't know, bunches all over the place.
I like that technical term. They're just bunches.
They're just bunches.
Just like us, we're just a bunch.
We're a bunch of randoms, and we all have our different ways of doing things.
And that's the beautiful part about owning a business with 4 different women. You're going to get 4 different personalities, and I think we're hitting everybody's tastes.
I'm dying with black, so yeah, we are hitting everybody's tastes.
Love it.
I absolutely love that you're using black because that is so you.
I know. When I was looking for dye, I was like, I don't wear anything that has color. Like, I'm in green right now, and I'm like, I want to put black dye on it.
Very colorful, Taylor.
Oh my gosh, the other day she had on something light pink. I
did.
Whew.
I did. The rest of my outfit was black.
Yes.
As long as there's black involved, you're good.
I'm definitely getting there. I am almost done with my back side here. And
right.
I'm just gonna keep going. Cari.
Should I start?
Yeah, how's your process going?
Well, I first soaked my shirt in vinegar water. I tried boiling it. That didn't go great, but it did soak in the vinegar water for about an hour. That kind of helped the dye soak in. And then earlier today, I made turmeric dye. Just used 2 tablespoons of turmeric in 2 cups of water and boiled it and then simmered for about 15 minutes.
Look what a beautiful yellow gold that is.
It turns out really pretty. And then my beet juice, I opened a whole can of beets and cleaned out the juice. So that was difficult. So that's how I've gotten prepared here. I'm gonna turn this on. So I've got my tank top. I'm going to do a similar technique to Ryan where you kind of bunch in the middle and it's wet, so it's tricky. But you just kind of twist the whole thing up. But I'm actually going to do rubber bands on mine because I also like to try to get some stripes in there if it'll create with this one. So really easy to just kind of twist this. I think when it's wet, it's a little more difficult, but there we go, got it. And then I am going to use, yes, these rubber bands will work. Basically just kind of stretching rubber bands across it. This is the tricky part. Ryan, I can see why you don't do rubber bands.
Yeah, for those big shirts when you're just doing the solid twist, this is the formula I've tried and error before, and that just seems to work the best.
It is a little bit easier if you don't do them, but I like the look of the little stripes going across if it actually, we'll see how this goes. I'm going to try to kind of get this into 6, I think.
Oh my gosh, you guys, I cannot tell you, like, this purple one is like turning red. It's looking so cool.
Oh, very cool.
Let's see it, Ryan. Put it down.
Okay, here, I'll put it down. So there's the.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's very cool.
Looks
I like
so
it.
cool already.
It sounds like a big flower.
And even this one is really cool colors, different shades of the colors.
That's so cool.
That's so cool. Yeah. Okay, I'm trying to get all these little pieces in here to actually stay.
I've never done a bleach reverse on a colored shirt before.
No.
Super cool.
So how many rubber bands do you see that you're doing, Cari? This is
like 8. I just kind of went wild there. I was initially gonna do like 6, but I think it needed a little more structure. So.
Yeah, this tie-dye colored shirt I have, like this kit I got at Michael's a while back. It has a one that's crumpled and it must have like 20 rubber bands on it. So you can go crazy if you want.
Mine
so I'm gonna try to soak this guy as much as I can here.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
And staining it up with the turmeric.
Oh, look at you go.
Wow. That is so dark.
Yeah, I'm gonna go bottom.
Yours looks like a pile of pom-pom, kind of.
It looks like a pile of tube socks.
It's very abstract.
It is. It's probably going to be interesting. And there's the beet juice. Beet juice is fantastic.
Wow. That's really cool, Cari.
Yeah, I don't know. I like to go back and forth. I flip it around. Yeah, I don't know if it's the proper technique, but that's Cari technique. So I'm just going to go with it. And I'm hoping to have it kind of intermix a little bit in the middle too, and maybe end up with like a reddish.
Yeah, and then they'll kind of ombre out to each other.
Yeah. The turmeric's kind of thick, so that's interesting. But it should stain it pretty good.
Is turmeric kind of like, I don't own any turmeric. Like, is it a thicker spice?
Yeah, I used a powder. It's a root, so I used a powder, and I'm just gonna keep soaking it. We're gonna see how this turns out. Who knows? Who knows what'll happen?
I'm excited, and I cannot believe that's like a natural color. I love those colors.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be really cute. Actually, I'm kind of into it.
Whoa, Taylor! So yours is like scrunched up in a ball.
Yep, with a bunch of different stuff all over it.
Yeah, that's really pretty cool. Don't make that mistake. Especially if you're using bleach. My fingers are going to be yellow. It's going to be
So, Taylor, what kind of black dye is it? Is it just like a RIT dye, or is it like some like kind that you got at Amazon, or where did you get it?
It's RIT dye from Amazon. I'm not going to lie to everybody. It had some very specific directions, and I may or may not be following those directions. I like to think of those directions as suggestions.
Yes, I do as well, because I think mine, this is a kit I got at Michael's. It's a tie-dye brights with neon colors. And mine says to wet the fabric before, but I like the effect it gives without it better.
Yeah, me too.
All right, Abby, are you about to put your bleach on?
Yes, so I have already started putting the bleach on, but I'm seeing the fact that it's kind of rolling right off my rosettes, which is really funny. So I'm kind of getting bleach everywhere, but that's okay. So what you're going to do is you're just going to kind of just get it along the edges here of your rosette, and that's what you're trying to do. You're not trying to fill the rosette, and just kind of there's no real
there's no rhyme or reason.
There's no rhyme or reason. And the cool part about this is that I'm getting it outside of the rosette as well. So
it should like have a cool fade effect out, like spiral flash out. That'll be neat.
Exactly. So as you can see here, you're not feeling the whole thing. Just kind of getting those ridges and letting it starburst out. And look at how cool.
Look, it's already going.
The effect.
So cool.
Wow.
Yes.
So a little trick I learned from our friend Tiffany. I am actually going to throw this into a Ziploc bag and stick it out in the sun tomorrow.
Really well.
And I'm
does
hoping
that like
to
help
get in a
the
little
moisture
better.
content go? Oh, Abby, that looks so cool.
This is really exciting, you guys.
Okay, natural dye.
It doesn't take a lot
really
to make us
messy.
excited.
No.
Turmeric is messy. Just
Yeah, well, yeah,
Just so everyone
it looks
knows.
like split pea soup
Right.
thickness.
yeah, I'm sure it'll stain it really well, but it looks like dinner.
I think I'm gonna throw mine in a garbage bag.
Yeah, I put mine in a Ziploc. If you stick it out in the sun, I don't know if this is the same with natural dyes, this is regular tie-dye, but it kind of helps set it in.
Oh yeah, last time Ava and I did the tie-dye, we did it outside on the trampoline. So
yeah, it works really well that way. And then I'll probably rinse it out tomorrow night and hope it turns out really good.
Yeah. She brought some socks. She wanted everyone to see these.
Oh, those are
the
cute.
socks we made. Aren't they cute?
Those are very cute.
Okay, so I'm just going to keep going, and I want to explain that it does matter the amount of time that you leave the dye on for. So if you're wanting more of the color to be taken away, you're going to want to leave the dye on for a little bit longer versus it just kind of sitting on there for a couple minutes. So when I was doing this one, well, I can't show you now, but the other one, I got more of a gray color when I left it on for about 20 minutes. And then I got more of a brown color when I only left it on for about 10. So this one I'm going to leave on so that it completely removes the color. And this is just already such a cool project going on here. So
I know it's almost a green color, Abby.
It
I mean,
is.
that's the way it looks to us on camera. Is that the way it is there?
Yes, it's green right now.
Really cool.
That's so cool.
Yeah. So so that was the front. Now I'm just going to keep going on to the back here. And the really cool part about this is that I'm just letting it kind of just get everywhere, and just be like droplets. And it's kind of turning out really cool.
Very cool.
So if you are not into tie-dyeing, I will tell you that we do have some makers on the site at simplymadelocal.com. So if you're looking to just buy tie-dye, we have some makers on there that you can purchase tie-dye products from. And you can go on to clothing, on the category clothing. We've also got some accessories and things like that. So definitely check out simplymadelocal.com, and especially if you are wanting to get something different for this Father's Day, or maybe you've got a friend or a family member whose birthday is coming up and you want to get something different that you can't really buy in the stores, you should check out what all of our makers are kind of coming up with. I think it's really, really neat. Kind of during this whole COVID situation is that these makers have been stuck at home, and their creativity is just
off the charts.
It's off the charts, going through the roof. And I cannot believe what some of these girls and small businesses are coming up with. So definitely check them out. Support an artist. They appreciate it.
Yes.
Appreciate you. So yeah, once again, simplymadelocal.com. We are an online marketplace for buying and selling handmade products, very similar to some of the bigger marketplaces that you may be familiar with, but we've got more of that small town local feel. We do offer local delivery. Some of our makers offer that, as well as shipping. So if you're not in a local area that the maker provides things from, then you can definitely reach out to them and ask for shipping. So a lot of really cool stuff, especially for Father's Day coming up. You're not going to want to miss out.
Ryan, what's it look like? Whoa, that is so cool.
That is wicked cool. I didn't have any idea it was going to turn like reddish and then like has black circles around it. It's so cool.
That is really cool.
It's so colorful. It's very you.
Even
Mine is
reverse,
currently
people. Even reverse.
Okay,
she found out how to make it colorful.
I know, right? Of course.
Even when she takes away color, she adds more color. I love it.
Taking off the rubber bands of the other one too, because I can't wait. Because it's looking really cool too. It's amazing. Like I put the exact same color. I didn't do any different colors on each section, but some some areas picked up the color a little bit more than the other.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think that's so fascinating. Like, what is it about that material that picked up one way versus the other? I don't know. Maybe it's the scientist in me. But there's
oh, that's super cool.
And I do want to express to everybody that there are certain materials that pick up dye easier than others.
Yes, cotton.
So
shall I show my example?
Yes.
So last night we were trying to prepare something to show as an example for today, and so I put this shirt, this very black shirt, I covered it in bleach. It smells like bleach, and not one single bit. It's a full on. It's from Walmart. It's the super stretchy, super soft material. Did not take the bleach one tiny bit. So just
natural fibers usually work better.
Yeah,
that's funny.
Oh, my daughter just walked up and saw her tie-dye shirt. Oh, she loves it.
So I've got quite a few rosettes all over my thing here, my overalls. So I am now going to kind of just do some finishing touches, and I'm really surprised at how clean I am being right now.
So fast.
I love the green. I love the green color.
Yeah, it's definitely a green.
Thought it would turn green.
It's so 90s grunge, and I love it.
It is.
It
It's
matches
very back to
my
junior high. It matches my eyebrows.
Oh, you guys and your 90s brows. You guys are so cute.
That's what happens, man.
I love it. So now I'm just kind of doing some finishing touches, and I'm just adding drops, you know, where there's a big blank spot, and I'm just kind of sprinkling on the bleach, letting it kind of go where it wants, spreading it a little bit. Once again, I do recommend that you wear gloves when doing this.
I recommend it well.
Your fingertips are going to be fun in a minute.
On fire!
This girl is on fire.
Which is kind of giving this white look effect, but hey, it looks really
cool.
It looks really cool. So I think I've gotten, I guess I could do some here in this area. Almost done. And then I'm just going to sprinkle on some of the straps.
Oh yeah, the straps too.
Straps, yeah. I've never tie-dyed jean before, and I can't, it's actually really easy.
I know. Well, I figured denim would work because it's cotton. It should take it.
Well, and I have made the mistake of cleaning while in my black jeans before, so I knew that would go well.
Yes, I have cleaned in many a black shirt before, and which is why I was so irritated that this black shirt didn't take the bleach I intentionally put on it, because how many black shirts have been ruined by unintentional bleach?
That's what I'm saying. So I need to go buy some of those for cleaning days, because I always get bleach on myself.
So if anybody wants to know, the no boundaries super soft tank tops are bleach resistant.
Cool. All right, so I got these straps here, and I'm just going to kind of spray them a little bit and kind of continue that painted, you dropped paint effect.
That is one technique we didn't do with like the spray bottle. Is that what you did before, Taylor? Was it with the spray bottle?
Yeah, so what I did the last time when I did my other project was I just took the shirt and I put it on like a plastic hanger, and I took it outside and I hung it on a tree branch, and I just took a spray bottle with bleach in it, and I did like a water bleach combination, but mainly bleach just to kind of get it thinner so that it would kind of spray a little bit better, and it looks super cool. Actually, I think I have it. One second, I'll be right back. Enjoy my craft.
She disappears into nothingness.
So this is something, really fun right now with the kids for summer that you can do. I have some really fun memories of as a kid where I did tie-dye, and I just thought it was so neat. Back then, you really didn't have the option of making or styling your own clothes. So the fact to be able to do tie-dye and kind of put your own personal spin on a piece of clothing was really cool.
This is like the sprayed, I don't know if you can see it with my background, but this is the sprayed version.
Very cool.
Yeah, and then so I did it thicker at the bottom, because I did like a cut bottom on this crew neck sweatshirt, because I'm, I like to do that. Anyways, and then I just spray the crap out of it, and then I kind of did it in like an ombre spray, so it's like lighter at the top.
Very cool.
But yeah, it was really easy. Just a spray bottle and some bleach, and it was fun.
Okay, Cari, so how
long
long are you going to leave the turmeric and the beet juice on?
I'm not sure. I might leave it overnight, possibly throughout the day a little bit, and then wash it out.
Okay.
I really want it to like soak in.
Okay.
So does it have a recommended amount of time that you have to keep it on?
Not from the tutorial I looked at. I think it said to just go ahead and rinse it out really soon, but
You want, I mean, maybe if you left it longer, it would be more vibrant.
It might. That's what I'm thinking, that it might take a little bit better if I leave it in longer. The last time I tried it, I used regular dyes, and I left it for like 3 days in a Ziploc outside, and it kept really good. Yeah. So
I'm using this it's for synthetic. So my sweatshirt was a blend. So it was cotton and polyester blend. So I used this kind, and it says I only need to leave it on for a half an hour at the most.
Okay. So you're going to leave it on for a little bit longer. Okay.
And mine is in a trash bag. So I just threw it in there.
So I can start to take out my rosettes, and I'll show you. This is where I started. I started with this one.
This is my favorite part.
Huh?
My favorite part.
That's what I'm super excited for. So, okay, so we've done a couple different techniques. Did you guys like using the little bottles, or did you the spray bottle, or
using the different bottles?
Yeah, I liked using the little bottle. It helped keep everything contained, and then I liked it because I could kind of still get that drip effect, but it didn't have to be completely submerged, which I like.
Well, and mine too, because it's turmeric, you need to shake it up.
Yeah, everybody know those were I got those like a couple years ago, but they're Wilton, they're food safe. Like their candy making bottles is the ones I used because I had gotten them somewhere else, and we just distributed them. Yeah, so
this is turning out so cool, you guys. I am in love.
You guys, I mean, just what I can see from here, Abby, it looks fantastic.
Yeah, it looks really cool. I like it.
I think I went a little overboard with adding some of the dots.
I think it looks so cool, though.
I don't think so. No, it looks really cool.
But look at that.
Yay!
So cool.
Very cute.
So I'm going to continue to do this, and I just want to let you guys know that on Sunday we will be revealing our finished products. So if you want to see how they turned out, please tune back in on Sunday. We always kind of do our behind the scenes, what we did throughout the week, or just a really fun project that we did together. So you can check that out on Sunday. We'll all be in our projects, and you'll be able to see how they turned out. So once again, every other week we do a live tutorial. So if there's something that you guys are interested in, if there's a project that you want us to kind of break down and show you, not necessarily how to do a project, but how to do it a little differently. That's what we really strive to do. We try to kind of think outside the box and show you some alternative ways. Definitely ways on using things that you can find in your own home. We're really big about that, being kind of sustainable and using products that we already have. That's kind of our goal. So if you come up with any ideas and you want us to try them out here live, please shoot them over to us on Facebook or Instagram, or our email once again, which is support@simplymadelocal. And then if you are in the market for wanting to purchase some really cool products, please check us out at simplymadelocal.com. I don't know. I think we're done here, so we're gonna let these sit.
Don't forget the blog Saturday.
Yes.
Yeah, check the blog out. And then next week we are doing a Q&A. Look out for those reminders.
Yes.
So we really want to hear from you. We want to know what you want to know about us and what we're going for and what we're aiming to do, and anything you want to know about us. Check it out and write us your questions.
Yes, we'll be doing posts throughout the week this week, giving you the opportunity to write a question down, and then we will be answering everyone's questions in our live next week. So whether or not it's about our marketplace, or starting your own business, being an entrepreneur, taking a big leap and starting a startup company. I don't know what we were thinking, but we've got some advice. You know, we're working on that, and we've got a stellar team. Oh my gosh, look at this one, you guys. It kind of turned out like a phoenix.
Oh, that's so cool.
Anyways, we thank you so much for joining us on a Thursday night. We appreciate you and your support as usual. We're simplymadelocal.com, and we'll check you back here next week on Thursday at 7 p.m. Have a great week, guys.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.